When certain experiments were done, a science magazine conducted certain experiments in United States that the choice was, for 15 minutes, you either sit quietly or you opt for an electric shock. Can you believe this? Over 2/3 of the men preferred an electric shock. 1/4 of the women preferred an electric shock. It's better to have an electric shock than sit quietly. And World Health Organization is predicting a pandemic, mental illness pandemic. That means just about everybody around you will be like that. Recently, the Surgeon General of United States said 1 in 2 Americans are feeling lonely. 1 in 2. What's happening to the other guy? Loneliness is the incubation period for depression. Once you feel lonely for a certain period of time, then you will go down. The mental health on the planet, the human mental health on the planet is in serious question. When I say in serious question, mental health is no more, or mental ill health is no more something that happens to somebody far away, somebody goes crazy. No, we are coming to a time and age where just about anybody can lose their mental balance. It is expected that in the next 15 to 20 years, there may be hardly any family left without at least one mentally ill person. 20% of the adults in United States suffer from some kind of diagnosed mental illness. 55%, that is 28 million people with mental illness and no treatment. This is the reality of the world. There are various aspects to this, the type of education that we do, our social situations, and the kind of food we are eating, the kind of atmosphere we're living in, everything adding up. So, this is very important at a time like this, when human beings are on such levels of agitation, such levels of irritation, such levels of fragile mental fabric. Inner engineering acquires a serious significance. You need to understand, I've been talking about this for 40 years now, that if you are willing, you can rewire your brain completely today. In 24 hours' time, you can alter your epigenetic system in such a way that no matter who your father and mother were, no matter what your genetic quality is, you can be a completely different person tomorrow morning. Well, all the WhatsApp scientists have been chiding me for this. Those WhatsApp scientists obviously are not healthy in their mind, it's very clear. But today, modern science is clearly establishing this, that genetics are not an absolute. Genetics are only suggestive. They don't really determine anything absolutely. They are only suggesting, it could be like this, but you can ignore the suggestion and do this if you wish. Neither karma nor genetics can impede your life if you are willing to take charge. But for you to take charge, a little support by changing the patterns of your energy, by changing the patterns of your chemistry, by changing the patterns of your psychological process, only then you have this freedom to change this. Inner engineering is not about changing your attitudes, not about changing your ethic, not about learning a few tricks. This is about changing your very chemistry, making your very chemistry into your blissful chemistry. This is what it is about. In 7 steps, transform your life with Sadhguru. So, let's make this happen because this is an important aspect of life. If we don't attend to this now, the generation that is there now and the coming generation will suffer immensely.
As Sadhguru mentioned, mental health pandemic is not far away. in our planet. So here are some mental health tips from Sadhguru to take charge of your mental balance. Connect with nature. Sadhguru says your physical, physiological, and psychological health can be very easily managed if you are in touch with the elements of nature like water, soil, light, and things like that. A simple walk barefoot on soil can also do wonders to your mental well being. Eat food that enhances your mental capability. One must emphasize on eating more positive pranic food like fresh fruits, vegetables, soaked groundnuts, and sprouts. Daily consumption of honey can do wonderful things to you as well. Also, if you consume a glass of ashgard juice every day, you will see clearly the sharpness of your intellect will enhance itself. So, it is advised to drink ashgard juice to enhance your mental capabilities. Keep your colon clean. In yoga, it is very important your colon remain clean. Otherwise, it will get into your head. Your colon not clean and psychological disturbances are very directly connected. So make sure that your colon always remains clean. Use your body. There is a certain amount of energy allocated for physical action and emotional dimension. These are the two things which are going completely unused in today's world. This is the main reason for depression. So indulge in some sports that you like, or something like swimming, or even dance and music can do wonders to your mental well-being. Engineer yourself for well-being. Your body, mind, emotion, and energy. If you manage these four things well, they will produce a certain level of life for you. So, the inner engineering program offered by Sadhguru is trying to cater to that as to how to bring the human being to physical health, mental peace, joy, emotional stability, and balance within themselves. To know more about the inner engineering course offered by Sadhguru, please check the description of this video. Namaskaram.